Did you know there's a secret Brainrot so rare, most players think it's a myth? In this video, we're breaking down all 42 Brainrots and steal a Brainrot, from the forgettable Nubini Pizzanini to the legendary Brainrot gods like Graos Medusi. Each one has its own quirks and some are downright useless. But which one is the hardest to steal? Stick around to find out because the answer might surprise you. Nubini Pizzanini. This is the most basic Brainrot in the entire game. You spawn in, you see this guy waddling around like melted cheese with arms, and boom, you're officially in. Nubini doesn't do anything special. No multipliers, no aura, no surprise attacks, just a pizza slice with eyes and an existential crisis. He's common for a reason. You'll steal him a dozen times in your first 10 minutes and forget he exists right after. But let's be honest, we all started here. Lili Larila. This one's just weird. It hops around like a jelly bean with a nervous system, constantly twitching like it's trying to evolve mid-match. Lili Larila is one of the most forgettable commons, mostly because it doesn't do anything except look slightly confused. No abilities, no glow, just there. But for some reason, it shows up everywhere. If your base gets raided early, chances are someone dropped one of these on the way out. No hate, just what is this thing? Tim Cheese. Tim Cheese is exactly what he sounds like. A block of cheese with legs, anxiety, and the work ethic of a soggy napkin. There's no multiplier, no ability, no aura, just cheese. And not even the good kind. You'll see this guy waddling around early game, usually parked in some corner like he forgot how to exist. He's common, easy to steal, and completely useless. But for some reason, people keep him around. Maybe for the name, maybe for the smell. Flurry Fluura. This one's basically a walking allergy attack. Flurry Fluura looks like a flower arrangement someone sat on, constantly puffing out particles like it's trying to pollinate your entire base. It's another common, so don't expect any effects or money-making magic, just floating petals, weird energy, and vibes. You'll see it a lot, especially in low-level bases, where it kind of blends into the background, harmless, until 5 of them start breathing down your neck like hay fever demons. Talpa Dhiro. Now we're getting into moly territory. Talpa Dhiro looks like someone shoved a drill through a meatball and gave it tiny sunglasses. It's got that underground vibe, like it's plotting something. But in reality, it just kind of stands there, doing absolutely nothing. No perks, no powers, just heavy. You'll usually find it chilling near the back of someone's base like it's guarding treasure. Spoiler, it's not. It's just iron mole vibes and a whole lot of nothing. Svenina Bombardino. This one's half pig, half bomb, and 100% asking for trouble. Svenina Bombardino waddles like it's about to explode, but spoiler alert, it never does. It's all bark, no boom. Just another common brainrot with zero effects and a confusing sense of fashion. Still, it looks hilarious running around your garden like a rejected Mario Kart item. People steal it because it looks dangerous, but it's not. It's just bacon with a fuse, and honestly, kind of iconic for that. Pippy Kiwi. Pippy Kiwi is what happens when a kiwi fruit grows legs, forgets its purpose, and decides to vibe anyway. It rolls around like it's late to something, always looking midly concerned and mildly delicious. No aura, no perks, just a fuzzy green orb pretending to be important. You'll spot it early on, usually sitting in someone's base like a decorative rock. It's common, it's clueless, and it's here whether you like it or not. Honestly, kind of a mascot. Trippy Troppy. This one looks like it was designed during a sugar rush. Trippy Troppy zooms around like it's late to band practice, trailing particles in pure chaos. It's technically rare, but you'll still see a bunch of them bouncing through bases like they own the place. No special income, no game-breaking ability, just vibes and velocity. It's kind of like if a jelly bean discovered caffeine. Stealing it feels cool until you realize it's just noise in fruit form. Still fun though. Tong Sahur. This one's a walking sound effect. Tong Sahur stomps around like it's got its own soundtrack, and honestly, it probably does. Visually, it's somewhere between a wind-up toy and a war drum, but don't let the noise fool you. It's all show. No abilities, no secret perks, just loud footsteps and an even louder name. You'll hear it coming before you see it, which is kind of the whole point. It's rare, but mostly in an I'm annoying way. Gangster Futura. This dude thinks he's in a different game entirely. Gangster Futura walks like it's got side quests, debts to collect, and a mixtape dropping Friday. It's got shades, attitude, and exactly 0 actual powers. But people love it anyway, probably because it looks like it would say yo before stealing your lunch. It's rare, sure, but not useful, just full of personality. If you see someone flexing one in their base, they're not rich. They're just role-playing. Boneka Ambalabu. This one's pure nightmare fuel. Boneka Ambalabu looks like a doll that got cursed, revived, and then kicked out of a toy store for scaring customers. It floats, it stares, rares, and it does absolutely nothing useful. There's no effect, no multiplier, and just weird energy and uncanny vibes. Still, it's rare, and rare equals cool to some people. You don't steal Boneka for value. You steal it because it makes your base look haunted, which is, honestly, a power on its own. Tata Sahur. Yes, that's actually its name. Tata Sahur sounds like a drum line and looks like something built out of leftover boss parts. It moves in quick, glitchy bursts like it's trying to sync with a song only it hears. Just like its cousin, Tung, it's all noise and no function. No abilities, no perks, just vibes. But it's rare, so you'll probably see it sitting in someone's vault like it's important. It's not, but it slaps. Track Baraboom. This one's a walking explosion that forgot how to explode. Track Baraboom paces like it's counting down to something dramatic. But spoiler, nothing ever happens. It's got that boss fight backup dancer look, with stubby legs and way too much energy for a rot that does nothing. Still, it's rare, and people steal it just for the name alone. Honestly, try it out. Cappuccino Assassin. This rot rolls up like it's late for a hit job and hasn't had its coffee. Cappuccino Assassino is basically what happens when a latte decides to pick a fight, complete with foam art and bad intentions. It's got slick animations, a sharper look than anything in the rare tier, and just enough drip to make you think it does something important. It doesn't, but it feels powerful. And in Steal a Brainrot, sometimes that's enough to get stolen first. BRR Patapim. This one's straight out of a fever dream. BRR Patapim walks like it's made of ice cubes and bad decisions. It shakes, it rattles, it makes noises that sound like they were recorded in reverse. It's an epic rot, but honestly, it just feels like someone tried to remix a refrigerator. Still looks cool, and sometimes that's reason enough to lock it up. Trulomero Trulicina looks like it was designed during a dream and rendered during a power outage. It moves with this slow, hypnotic sway like it's about to cast a spell or fall asleep. No income bonus, no secret effect, just vibes and elegance. It's one of those brain rots you steal just to stare at for a few minutes, and then immediately forget you have. But hey, it's epic. And in a game full of chaos, sometimes you need one that just chills. Bambini Crostini. This one's basically a breadstick with ambition. Bambini Crostini struts around like it's the star of some Italian cooking show, complete with seasoning particles and a suspicious amount of confidence. It doesn't do anything useful, but it looks like it should be buffing your whole team. You'll steal it thinking you found a game changer, then realize it's just decorative carbs. Still, it's epic. And let's be real, half of you are keeping it just because of the name. Bananita Dolphinita. You ever wanted a banana that swims? No? Well, too bad. Bananita Dolphinita zips around like a fruit-shaped torpedo, complete with splashy effects and a smug little grin. It's epic in tier, but not in function. No boosts, no buffs, just weird aquatic energy. You'll spot it in the wild and instantly ask, why? But the more you look at it, the more you kind of respect it. Paracello Lemoncello. This one looks like it rolled straight out of a soda commercial from the 2000s. Paracello Lemoncello sparkles like citrus and bounces like it's carbonated, even though it's technically just a lemon with legs. It's got that clean, polished, epic tier shine, but absolutely zero gameplay advantage. No passive income, no powers, just lemony theatrics. People keep it around because it's bright, bouncy, and hard to ignore, kind of like a sour mascot for the epic tier. Bicus Bombbeckus. Try saying that name 3 times without summoning something. This brain rot looks like a rejected magic spell from a fantasy RPG. No real ability, of course, but it feels powerful just from the name alone. People steal it just to hear the announcer try to pronounce it. And honestly, worth it. Burbaloney Loly. This one looks like cotton candy evolved legs and started causing problems. Burbaloney Loly floats around like it's in a parade no one else got invited to, trailing sparkles and pure sugar energy. It's legendary, which means people treat it like it's rare, even though it does absolutely nothing. No buffs, no income, just aesthetics. But the design's clean, the colors pop, and it has enough floaty animation to make it feel important. Basically, it's sweet, but useless. Chimpanzini Bananini. This rot is full monkey, full banana, and zero explanation. Chimpanzini Bananini swings its arms like it's about to drop a mixtape and peel itself mid-verse. It doesn't give you anything special, but the animation alone makes it feel like it should. It's got that classic legendary swagger, loud, bouncy, and totally pointless, but stealing it always feels personal, like you just robbed a banana that had dreams, and maybe that's the real reward. Ballerina Cappuccina. If coffee could pirouette, it'd look like this. Ballerina Cappuccina twirls non-stop like she's performing in some espresso-fueled ballet, complete with foam swirl accents and fancy particle trails. She doesn't earn you extra cash or defend your base, but she does look like she charges $8 a cup. It's legendary, but more in the Starbucks mascot kind of way. People steal her because she's elegant, dramatic, and probably judgmental. And let's be honest, she's stealing the spotlight anyway. Chef Crab Rakadabra. This guy's a walking culinary crisis. Chef Crab Rakadabra scuttles around with kitchen tools like he's about to cast a soup spell, flinging spices and chaos wherever he goes. He looks like a crab, moves like a magician, and does absolutely nothing productive. But he's legendary, and that means he's treated like royalty in low-tier bases. People steal him for the chef hat alone, because if you're gonna get robbed, it might as well be by a seafood sorcerer. Glor Frutorillo. This one looks like someone fused a fruit salad with a reptile and gave it anger issues. Glor Frutorillo stomps around like it's 2 seconds away from biting someone, even though it never actually does anything. No bonuses, no abilities, just raw fruity aggression. It's legendary, sure, but it's mostly here to look intimidating and juicy at the same time. People keep it because it feels like it should explode. It won't, but the name alone sounds like a boss fight. Blueberry Octopusini. This one's swimming in drama. Blueberry Octopusini floats like royalty, flailing its jelly limbs like it's conducting a blueberry opera. It's got that deep sea glow, sparkly particles, and just enough animation to make you think it's doing something important. It's not, but it looks majestic enough to trick new players into guarding it with their lives. No powers, no income buffs, just elegant seafood vibes. You don't steal this one for value, you steal it for the performance. Frigo Camelo. Frigo Camelo is what happens when your refrigerator grows legs and joins a desert expedition. It's a literal fridge camel hybrid, wobbling around like it's storing both ice cream and emotional damage. Being mythic, it finally starts to feel valuable. Higher cash output, way rarer spawns, and yeah, people actually fight over this one. It doesn't have powers, but it screams status. If you see one of these chilling in someone's vault, just know they didn't get it easily. Orangutini Anasini. Half orangutan, half pineapple, all confusion. Orangutini Anasini lumbers around like it's late to a beach party it wasn't invited to. It's got tropical vibes, leafy hair, and the kind of mythic tier swagger that makes new players panic when they see it. No special abilities, but the cash output's solid, and stealing one feels like a win. It's rare, it's ridiculous, and it somehow pulls it off. If fruit had fists, this guy would be throwing them. Rhino Toasterino. This one looks like a breakfast appliance went to war. Rhino Toasterino charges around like it's trying to ram through your firewall with horns, toast slots, and pure mythic energy. It doesn't shoot lightning or burn your enemies, but it does generate solid income and looks unreasonably aggressive for something that might serve bagels. You steal this one because it feels unstoppable and because it's hilarious watching it sprint full speed with crumbs flying out the back. Bombardiro Crocodilo. Bombardiro Crocodilo stomps around like it just broke out of a Roblox zoo and picked up a rocket launcher on the way out. It's a crocodile, obviously, but armored up like it's prepping for a boss fight. No explosions despite the name, but it's mythic for a reason. It brings in decent income, looks terrifying, and makes everyone around it nervous. You don't just steal this one, you raid for it, and when you get it, you flex. Bombini. This one's tiny, angry, and built like a walking firecracker. Bombini scurries around your base like it's seconds from detonating, but don't worry, it never actually does. It's mythic, which means high income and higher bragging rights. Despite the chaotic design, it's surprisingly efficient, and people treat it like gold in PvP zones. Stealing one of these feels personal, like you didn't just take you stole a ticking time bomb with googly eyes. Coco Fanto Elefanto. Coco Fanto Elefanto stomps in like a coconut, had a spiritual awakening, and decided to become royalty. It's a massive, coconut-skinned elephant with glowing tusks and a bounce that screams, "I make money." And it does. Big income, big presence, and the kind of vibe that makes people stop what they're doing just to stare. Stealing one feels illegal. It's tropical, it's majestic, and it's probably been worshipped by lower-tier brainrots. Gatatino Nyanino. This one's basically Nyan Cat's Italian cousin. Gatatino Nyanino floats across your base with sparkles, rainbow trails, and the energy of a meme that refuses to die. It's loud, it's flashy, and somehow also classy, like pixel art in a Gucci suit. As a brainrot god, it rakes in serious cash and gets stolen on sight. You don't just want this one for the income, you want it for the flex. Girafa Celestre. Girafa Celestre towers over most brainrots with glowing stars, smooth floaty movement, and the energy of something that just read a horoscope and believed it. It's pure elegance, no chaos, no noise, just celestial vibes and divine tier income. Players go nuts trying to steal this one, mostly because it looks like it belongs in a space museum. Tralalero Tralala. Tralalero Tralala looks like it was summoned from an accordion and cursed to perform forever. It bounces like it's powered by music, with exaggerated movements and a face that's 90% theater kid energy. It's a brainrot god, so yeah. The income's solid, the rarity's real, and the presence is loud. You don't just see this one, you hear it in your soul. If you're trying to stay stealthy, don't bring Trololero. It announces itself before you even spawn in. Mateo. Nobody knows what Mateo is. Is it a sentient pastry? A mystic merchant? A confused royal? Mateo walks like it owns the economy and probably does. It's one of the quieter brainrot gods. No flashy lasers or rainbow trails, just a slow, confident strut and the kind of aura that says, I'm expensive. The income is top tier, and stealing one feels like robbing a noble. If Mateo shows up, something valuable is about to vanish. Odin din din dun. It looks like a thunder god crammed into a fruit body, stomping with purpose and staring like it knows every outcome before the game starts. Glowing runes, stormy effects, and a name that sounds like a boss fight intro. It's one of the most wanted brainrot gods in the game. High income, high intimidation, and a guaranteed flex. If Odin's in your vault, you've already won. Trenorso Turbo Tre Mila. This one's a high-speed fever dream. Trenorso Turbo 3,000 barrels through your base like a bird-shaped bullet train. Complete with sparks, steam, it's fast, it's loud, and it looks like it was built entirely out of ambition and spare parts. As a brainrot god, it prints money like it's dodging taxes. Players chase it, steal it, and brag about it like they just hijacked a boss vehicle. It's not a rot, it's transportation. La Vaca Saturno Saturnita. This one's not just rare, it's celestial. La Vaca Saturno Saturnita floats like it's stuck in low gravity, with glowing rings orbiting its body and a smug cow face that says, you'll never own me. It's one of the game's most elusive brainrots. Secret tier, expensive, and borderline mythical. It doesn't show up often, but when it does, it's chaos. Everyone wants it, few have it, and if you steal one, congratulations. You've basically robbed the universe. Los Tralaleritos. This is less a brainrot and more a full band. Los Tralaleritos bounce around in sync like a mariachi squad powered by chaos and glitter. They show up as a single unit, but there's so much going on it feels like 5 different rots fused into one. Secret tier means they're absurdly rare, with a price tag to match. No multipliers, no flashy abilities, just style, rhythm, and fear. If you steal them, expect noise, and probably revenge from the original owner. Graos Medusi. Graos Medusi is straight up terrifying. Imagine a bunch of grapes mutated into a mini-boss with glowing eyes, floating limbs, and the unsettling calm of something that knows it's valuable. It doesn't move much, just hovers there, judging everything around it. It's a secret tier brainrot, so expect insane rarity and even crazier trade offers. People will give you their entire vault just for a shot at this thing. If you manage to steal one, enjoy the bragging rights. Forever. La Grande Combinacion. This is the final boss of flexing. La Grande Combinacion is a swirling fusion of multiple rot styles, glowing parts, layered textures, and an aura that looks like it costs actual money. It doesn't walk, it hovers, like it's above movement. Secret tier, ridiculously hard to get, and usually surrounded by myths no one can confirm. Some say it changes form mid-animation. Others say it was made by combining other rots. Whatever it is, it's not just rare, it's legendary. If this breakdown helped you better understand how each brainrot works and which ones are actually worth stealing, make sure to subscribe for more in-depth Steal a Brainrot guides, rare rot showcases, and strategy tips. And don't miss what's coming next.